Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Keisha Halimatus Azka. I'm the second semester student of Medical Record and Health Information Department. In this special occasion, I would like to present about general concept of the quantitative and qualitative analysis. Quantitative analysis. Quantitative analysis is a review of certain parts of the contents of medical records with the aim of finding certain deficiency related to recording medical record. Quantitative analysis component. 1. Check the patient identification on each sheet of medical record. 2. The presence of all important reports. Reports in medical record. General reports such as patient history sheet, physical examination, progress note, clinical observation, disease summary, special reports such as reports on operation, anesthesia, and lab examination results. 3. Review of authentication. Check the authentication of the recording in the form of a signature, clear name including stamp or someone's codes for computerization. In writing, the clear name must have a professional title. 4. Review of listing. Checks on incomplete and unreadable records so that it can be complete and clarified. If there is something wrong in recording, then the part that is wrong in the line and the note is still legible. Then an explanation is given on the side that the note is wrong. This is a case of quantitative analysis. In this medical record document, there are several incompleteness such as birth date of patient, social security number patient, phone number person to receive information. It has been explained that our components of the quantitative analysis are check the patient identification on each sheet of medical record. The incomplete portion needs to be filled in by the medical recorder based on the record patient data. Because purpose of quantitative analysis is to identify incomplete parts that can easily be corrected by a procedure, so that so that the medical record becomes more complete and can be used for patient care, protection against legal case, compliance with regulation, and for accurate statistical analysis. Qualitative analysis is a review of the filling of medical records related to consistency and the contents are evidence that the medical record is accurate and complete. Qualitative analysis component 1. Review the completeness and consistency of the diagnosis. This review will examine the consistency of the diagnosis including 1. Diagnosis at admission or reason for admission. 2. Additional diagnosis. 3. Preoperative diagnosis. 4. Postoperative diagnosis. 5. Pathological diagnosis. 6. Clinical diagnosis. 7. Final or main diagnosis. 8. Second diagnosis. 2. Review the consistency of diagnostic records. Consistency is a match between one part and another, where the diagnosis from start to finish must be consistent. Three things must be consistent, namely progress note, doctor's instruction, and medication notes. 3. Review records of things that are done during treatment and medication. The medical record must describe the patient condition during treatment and must save all examination results and record the actions that have been performed on the patient. 4. Review for any informed consent that should be available. This component analyzes the patient consent letter, whether it has been filled incorrectly and completely in accordance with the procedure and rules made consistently. 5. Review matters that could potentially lead to claim for compensation. This is case of qualitative analysis. In this In this section, the patient has a pancreatitis acute. The patient initial exam is like this, because in the treatment and dosage section, there is an error, namely the incompatibility of the drug with the disease. The treatment is a treatment for tuberculosis, not pancreatitis acute. This mistake must be revised so that there are no mistakes in the patient treatment which can later be fatal. Because the purpose of qualitative analysis is to adjust the diagnosis, examination, and treatment performed on patients. Conclusion: Analysis is an activity of assessing the contents of medical record, so that medical record can be used or have useful values such as administration, legal aspect, financial, research, education, documentation, public health, planning, and marketing. I think that's all of my presentation. I hope that it will be beneficial information for you all, and I apologize if there is any mistake. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.